Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at yet another wonderful mod, this time in the form of CWSS Redux, which is being made by users Steve40 and FlipDeezy. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is craftable, working showers, sinks, baths, toilets, urinals, and oh so much more. And I have simply fallen in love with this mod for a variety of reasons. And probably first and foremost is of course the fact that this adds in a whole lot of new items into the workshop mode for you to build your settlements with. Now all of these items are of course bathroom related, but with them, between the bathroom appliances and even accessories such as towels and paper towel holders, etc., or rather toilet paper holders, you can build with all these parts the wasteland bathroom of your dreams, and that is just fun as well. It's a new thing to do in settlements, and who doesn't want that? Now of course what makes them better is that, as I said, they are working. The various bathroom appliances such as showers, sinks, toilets, etc. do actually work, and they come with custom animations and even custom sounds, which is actually slightly disturbing when it comes to the custom sounds for the toilet, but hey, maybe you like that immersion. It's weird. It's weird. We'll see it in a second. But yes, of course, now besides just using the actual appliances, what makes them even better is the fact that using them, well, at least some of them, actually give you a passive buff in the world. Even if you are playing in survival mode, things such as the shower can help you in the normal world, and that actually makes a whole lot of in-game sense because, of course, you're getting your character clean, so things are, you know, hopefully gonna go well for you if you're clean. Yeah, hopefully, maybe, who knows. And best of all is that not just you can use these objects, so can all of your settlers, and it will of course increase your settler happiness with them being able to do that, and that is just wonderful. Now, of course, you may be asking, how do I get these wonderful things? Well, once you have it downloaded, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is go in to your workshop mode and then over to furniture, where all the way over to the side, you're going to see a couple of new categories. We have furniture, CWSS accessories, and these are all the various items such as clean towels, a kitchen counter if you so desire, various mirrors that you can add to the walls, your newspaper rack by the toilet, a variety of shower curtains for you to use, various shower signs, which is always nice. I do enjoy the ones with the arrows especially, and then of course a soap tray, a teepee holder, another teepee holder, a variety of towel hooks, and of course a wet floor placard, all of which available for you to build with. And these are all the various accessories to help you flesh out your bathroom experience, and what I really love about them is you'll notice that they all have varying degrees of resources that they do require for building. Now I'm of course in God mode right now, so I've got 999 of everything, but I think it's actually pretty well balanced. Things like this kitchen counter is, you know, pretty expensive, requiring a lot of materials, whereas something just like the shower curtains is just a couple of cloth, and it goes quite nicely. Now the next category that we have is the actual toilets and sink stations, and these are quite cool, as it is, well, a variety of different sinks, from a very cool, I guess, institute-looking bubbler station to your sort of standard garage sink, and basically everything and anything in between, and it's just wonderful. And then of course we have the toilets all the same, which a variety of different toilets of just different sizes, shapes, designs, colors, etc., and of course conditions of wear, it would seem, for some of them, and then a disgusting urinal. Ugh. Nasty. And again, varying degrees of required materials to build them, and that is just great. And personally, I think it's all quite well balanced for the materials. Some people might think it's a bit much, but honestly, I think it's pretty good overall. Now, we then have another category which is quite interesting. This station of toilets and sinks that we have right here, this category, all of these sinks and toilets that you see in here can be used by your settlers. But of course, you may want to build your own private bathroom in a house of your own that you don't want settlers coming in and out of. And so, there are private toilets and sinks. Now, I do need to point out right off the bat here that these actually may be phased out in the future. The mod makers are actually looking into some way of doing this in-game so that we just have this category, and when you build it or once it's built, something like that, you set it to either private or public. But for the time being, you have a separate category for private toilets and sinks, and only you can use these. And, well, basically it's the exact same as the other category, just, you know, only you can use it, and that's the only real difference. It still has the same requirements for building, and overall I think that's quite nice and cool that you do have your own options, so you don't have to use the public toilets with the riffraff. Now we then of course have the private showers right here, and then also the shower station. So this is private, so that's just your showers, and this is the ones everyone can use. And I realize now that I'm saying this, no wonder people aren't using all the showers I built behind me to show these off, because I accidentally built them from the private shower category, whereas over there, all those toilets and sinks, I have been seeing settlers use them because I built from this category. I didn't notice that it went public, private, private, public. But let's just go straight into the public category because, well, again, it is the exact same stuff either way you go. And we have a variety of bath stations, from this very old rusted bathtub with a little stack of towels there, to a nicer version of that, to one without the towels, and of course the nicer version of that, you've got a nice little wall shower, an Institute showering tube, which is weird and glowing like that one back there. And then of course, again, just a variety of different showers available. I think this one's my favorite. I don't know why, but I like the fact that it's in a bucket. Hold on, I'm going to place this one down over here by these people. Maybe one of them will use it. And then, of course, we have just another wall shower head, a nice little lab one, and then your sort of standard bath showers, and then one last tub one with a lab-style shower head. Very good indeed. But yes, these are the different showers you have available, and again, just different materials requirements for all of them that, again, I think are pretty well balanced. Now, as for all these things that I've built, these are all of them in the game that we have of the showers over here. We then of course have the toilets and sinks over here, and you can see that some of them, even though they are technically should be placed on top of something, they don't need to be. For instance, this one is floating in the air, and you can kind of see through the side of it. And of course that one, which should be attached to a wall, well, is again floating. So it works better, of course, if you do put it against the wall, but it doesn't have to be, which is strange. Now, as for these different sinks, etc. that we have, actually, I mean the showers over here, a fun thing is with the accessories. Now, I don't seem to have any of this with these sinks and toilets, but on certain accessories, they can actually be added to these showers. So if we go back into the workshop mode and over to the accessory category, say we have things like these shower curtains. Well, we have these showers with shower rods here, so why not place a shower curtain? Bam, attachment point. And we've got a few of them just scattered around so you can, you know, make it however you like. We even have one on the side right here. We can just place that there, and then alternatively for, say, you want a towel in there, we can pop that right there. These different showers do have a variety of different attachment points to them so that you can customize them and make them a bit more to your liking, and I do quite enjoy that. I like having that additional customization. There we go, I had to get through the shower curtain for that one. And it seems to be different on every one of them. These main sort of in-house box ones are definitely the best for attachment points, but a few of these others do have them, but they are extraordinarily difficult to get to. Now, I haven't yet figured out, oh god, there's a settler who was just using a toilet, and Sturgis now has his clothes back on. That was not a sight I needed to see today. Now, now back to the accessories. I have not been able to find any accessory attachment points for any of these, but that's not to say that they don't exist. I may not have just found them yet. You may have to fiddle around with them for a while to get them. Now, as for the usability, let's actually just go ahead and use them. Let's go out of the workshop mode, zoom out, and say we want to use this bubbler station sink. There we go, we dive right on in there and start washing our hands. And this will give us a slight health boost, just as if you were drinking from, say, a water fountain. But it's not going to do much for you, but it is a little bit of a boost, and that's just good to have, because hey, you're getting clean, and that's a wonderful thing. Now for the, well actually let's use another one of these just to show off the animation again. So this bubbler station here, you just sort of dive right on in there and wash your hands. And we have basically just a water running sound. Let us actually do that again, and I'll be quiet for the sound. There we go. Lovely. We have clean hands now. Now, as for the toilets, well, we have two different animations, really. You have the sitting on the actual toilets, and then for the urinal, this one's kind of weird because my character is actually a woman, but yet still, she unzips at the urinal and, lets nature take its course, which is strange. I don't know how she's doing that, but she is. Now, of course, for the toilets, your character will sit down, and there are several different animations that happen with this. You have just the sitting comfortably, which is what we seem to be doing now. Oh god, there's that sound, and it's just disturbing to me. I'm gonna keep talking over it, because honestly, it actually makes me a little sick. But the other animation you can get when on the toilet will actually be when your character has a newspaper in hand and will read it. And you'll see there, once we are done, we get dressed back up in whatever clothing we had, and we go on our merry way. Now, I should point out, for the toilets and the showers, there is a potential glitch. It's very, very rare. I personally haven't had it yet, and I've been testing these all afternoon. But there is a potential glitch that your clothes may not come back to you. Now, they'll still be in your inventory, they just won't come back on, so you'll have to set them all back up yourself and be on your merry way. Now, as for the showers, these, of course, have, you know, similar sort of animations. We'll use shower X here, we become undressed, and we use the shower. And now we will stay using this shower for as basically long as we tell it to. And we have the animation here of, you know, you soaping up a bit, you wave your hands around, and occasionally your character may actually sing in the shower. And this goes the same for any of your settlers that use the shower themselves. They may, on occasion, begin to sing a little bit. And, of course, whenever you do want to leave the shower, you just have to hit E again, so the same button you used to activate it, and you're back. And we, of course, have our clothing once more. Now, we have slightly different animations for some of these, say the lay down private bath. Now this one, the bath actually fills up and you sort of leisurely lie back to enjoy a good soak. And my word, the weather really changed there. Oh, we have someone using the shower over there. There we go. Oh, it's the Vault-Tec rep. Oh god, I do not need this weather. Let's change the weather back. There we go. Beautiful. You gotta love console commands. But yes, here we are in our shower, just, you know, enjoying ourselves, lounging around, having a break from the world, and staring out at the red rocket, because, yeah, that's, I guess, just what we do. But, yeah, that is that, of course, a shower. Now, again, we just need to E to activate to get out. And boom, we're clothed once more and good to go. And as you can see there, we feel clean and refreshed just popped up on the upper left-hand corner. Now that is the really fun passive buff for these showers. It's quite cool. Because, well, we get a couple of things, actually. First and foremost, the showers have a very slight radiation removal effect. So for every second you stay in the shower, a tiny amount of radiation will go away, and that is good. Now, if you stay in the shower for a while, you will also get additional buffs. So the longer you stay in the shower, the better it will be. And you will get a buff, at least if you stay in a minimum, of 30 seconds, you will get a buff to Charisma, Follower Affinity, and of course, Settler Happiness, because you are now properly clean in the world, and well, everyone likes you more when you're not smelling like you've been rolling around with the mole rats all afternoon. So that is a wonderful little bonus that you do get with this. It's quite cool. So you get, again, a boost to Charisma, Follower Affinity, and Settler Happiness just by taking a shower. And the longer the shower, the better. And it's wonderful. And I really do like that. Oh god, I need to zoom out of this. Oh god, it's not letting me zoom out of the camera here. Well, we are stuck inside this. Oh, there we go. Oh, momentarily. And yeah. Oh, we're back in. Okay, let's get out of the shower. I really don't like that one. It's too claustrophobic. Too claustrophobic. There we are. We're out. We're free. But yes, this is, well, the CWSS Redux. It is an absolutely wonderful mod. I've really been enjoying it. I love the idea behind having functioning showers, sinks, and toilets, etc. that your settlers can use and that even give you a variety of passive boosts. That's just cool. I mean, who wouldn't want that in their life? It's just fun. And so, if you would like to try out this mod for yourself, you can take a look at the link in the description, as always, and I definitely say to give it a go. It's wonderful. And again, just the sheer number of new items that this adds in is amazing. You just get so many different things. And who wouldn't want that? But yes, that is going to be it for this episode, my friends. I hope you all have enjoyed. And, of course, that you do come back for the next. And actually, I believe my character is singing in the shower. Yes, there we go. A light humming in the shower there. Excellent. But yes, I hope you have enjoyed. And, of course, that you do come back for the next. But until next time, thank you for watching, my friends. And, as always, have a good one.